Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhamad Imran Aiman and I will be presenting on the article Anti-Vaxxers are dangerous, make them face isolation, fines and arrest. The article is written by Juliet Kayem and the first rule is topic. The article is perhaps a persuading article that is about anti-vaxxers who are dangerous for the community. They have been responsible for almost more than 700 cases in 22 states for the measles outbreak in the US. Second rule is source. The article is written by Juliet Kayem, who graduated from Harvard Law School with a Juris Doctor degree in 1995. She was a lawyer by training and began her legal career in 1995 at the Department of Justice. She was also responsible for coordinated and consistent planning between all of its state, local, tribal and territorial partners on the issues and the response to operational the events such as H1N1 influenza outbreak. In my opinion, she is a credible writer based on these 3 points that I have given. The most point that has convinced me that she is a credible writer is the one that where she was responsible for coordinated about the H1N1 influenza outbreak. Now we can see that she is aware of the effect if you do not have enough antibody or vaccine in your body to try and get rid of the virus that may come to you. Next is the audience. The article is written to parents and the people who thinks that vaccine is not necessary for them and their children. They must know the importance of getting their children vaccinated and what can be achieved by doing so. The next one is rhetorical function. The article is to persuade people that vaccine is important for them and the community. There are 2 quotes that I can take from the article that can support this. The first one, it is time we stop viewing anti-vax movement and its adherents' responsibility. The second one is making a self-centered decision that places an unreasonable burden on a larger community. Both of these can strengthen the fact that it is a persuading people that vaccine is important for them and the community. The next one is perspective. The writer believes that everyone needs to get vaccinated to prevent any virus outbreak, and those who do not should be fined for their action. In the article, the writer mentioned about vaccine can prevent virus outbreak, and she also mentioned about raising the price of the fine that is those for those who does not want to get their children vaccinated. There are 2 quotes that I can take from the article that support this. The first one, it is time we stop viewing anti-vax movement and its adherents' responsibility. The second one, it's a fine for making a self-centered decision that places an unreasonable burden on a larger community. This we can see that the writer does not support the anti-vax movement and people who does not want to get vaccinated must pay a fine. I agree with the writer's stance as vaccine is certainly a must for all, and those without valid reason must pay a fine. The first reason is that immunization can save your child's life. This can be taken from the quote from the website that is given in the slide. Advances in medical science, your child can be protected against more disease than ever before. We can conclude that that science nowadays are very strong against any germs or virus, so it can help your body to prevent you on catching a fever or any virus easily. The second reason is that the benefits of vaccine far outweigh the risk. This can be quoted that vaccine have saved more lives than any other medical intervention, including antibiotics on surgery. This can be seen that vaccine is not very risky at all. Surgery is more risky. So vaccine is like you're taking a shot. So that is why that the risk of vaccine is very low. The third reason is that vaccine is safe and effective. Vaccine undergo long and careful review by scientists, doctors, and the federal governments to make sure they are safe. This is the quote that I take from the website that I searched. It shows that every person who is in a medical medical jobs description have undergo long and careful review to make sure that vaccine are certainly safe. After perspective is positioning. There are 3 positioning in this article. The first one is anti-vax community. In the article, it stated that anti-vax community are afraid to give their children vaccination because of the risk that might come with it. Next one is measles. Measles, in the article, is stated about why it is infecting the people who does not have vaccine, and it is a virus outbreak in the US in the 22 states that has infected more than 700 people. And the last one is fines. Fines in the article is stated that people who do not want to vaccinate will be charged fines so that people will be more aware of vaccinate. Lastly is impact. The article gave the impact that is needed as it made people realize the importance of vaccine. There is a quote from the article that it is important to remember that the measles outbreak is not only the result of low information. This we can see that if you don't know what is the good of vaccination, there are consequences that comes with it. It also might give an important impact for the people who are isolated